Let's play Dragon Age Origins. There is some things we should know about. We'll start off with the codex stuff. We should read... Oh, there was a lot here. I'm not going to read about the schools of magic. Yet. Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons. Maleficarum. This is one we should know. It has been asked, what are the Maleficarum? How shall we know them? I have been as troubled by this question as you. You have come to me for the wisdom of the Maker, but none of you have seen the Maker's heart save beloved Andraste, and so I have done as all mortals must. I looked to the words of his prophet for answers, and there I found respite from a troubled mind. For she has said to us, magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Therefore, I say to you, that they who work magic which dominates the minds and hearts of others, they have transgressed the Maker's law. Also, Our Lady has said to us, those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker. And so it is made clear to me, as it should be to us all, that magic which fuels itself by harming others by the letting of blood is hated by the Maker. Those mages who honor the Maker and keep his laws are welcomed as brothers and sisters. Those who reject the laws of the Maker and the words of his prophet are apostate. They shall be cast out and given no place among us. That sounds rough. Hierarchy of the Circle. We'll read more later, I think. But I wanted to get that out of the way.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry's supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
You sent for me?
If it isn't our new brother in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Pleased to meet you.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
Who are we fighting?
The Darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get.
What are the Darkspawn?
They are twisted monsters that dwell underground where the sun's light cannot touch them. They have formed into a horde in the Korcari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of magi.
Right, my leash, you mean? Well, the phylactery is... well, this is something that Thurl would know. You know, growing up in the tower. The phylactery is a portion of your blood that's taken from you and it is used to track you down should you escape. Which the Templars do. The Templars are mage hunters. So, I think he's gonna comment on that. My leash, you mean?
Now, child, it's not that bad.
I'm sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
Thanks.
It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I will do that.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
Does Duncan not know where his quarters are? It would be my pleasure. Why not? He's a Grey Warden. Those guys are big deals.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Okay. Is he gonna... Oh yeah, he's gonna follow me. So, where is Duncan's quarters? Then, this is the chapel. It's probably not there. This is the mage laboratory. Let's take a chance to speak with him.
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company.
Sure. I wanted to talk to you a little more.
Yes? What about?
Have there been many darkspawn attacks?
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
Archdemon? That sounds ominous.
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
Huh. And the king is mustering an army to beat back this threat.
Yes, perhaps it will be enough if we play our cards right.
Why was Irving and Gregor arguing about the war?
It is not my place to comment.
Please, I'd like to know.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic?
Uh-huh.
They watch only because they feel they must.
Yes, but they were arguing about the war.
Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
What's your opinions on the matter?
I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there.
Practical. We should continue on our way.
Yes, let's.
Okay, so we got some new codex entries. Or one, at least. Let's see, this is the mage dorm, and this is the guest quarters, in here.
Thank you for escorting me.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Is there something else I can do for you?
What's happening outside the tower?
Ah, I imagine you don't leave very often, do you?
No. No. Apprentices are not allowed to leave.
I am not a good source of news, I fear. I am preoccupied with the Darkspawn incursion.
I see. I see. How many mages have joined the King's army?
When the king sent out the call, the Circle of Ferelden sent only 7 mages to Ostagar.
7?
I asked King Kaelin's permission to come and seek a greater commitment from the Circle.
7 is quite few.
I hope to place a mage or 2 within every contingent. I cannot do with just 7. Mages will make all the difference in this battle. The Darkspawn have their own magic, and our resources must exceed theirs.
I say. Do you think I could join the army?
I don't know. Do you?
I think I could help.
Then perhaps I shall speak to Irving about this later.
Yeah, please do.
Darkspawn are a greater threat than blood mages, even abominations. It takes decades for the world to recover from a blight. I wish the Chantry could see that. We must stop at nothing to defeat the Darkspawn. Listen to me. An old man's rantings can't be very interesting.
I learned much from what you said.
You are too kind.
Let's see. Can you tell me more about the Grey Wardens and the Darkspawn?
Certainly. I am intimately familiar with these subjects, after all.
What do Grey Wardens do?
Our duty is to battle Darkspawn wherever they appear. We are elves, humans, and dwarves united by this common purpose.
Elves too, eh?
Some of our most honored wardens have been elves. The hero, Garahel, the last warden to slay an archdemon, was one such. The
Really?
Darkspawn threaten everyone. They do not distinguish between the races, and neither should we. Has being an elf in the circle been difficult?
Well, yeah, all the time.
It is hard to change perceptions. I've tried to reason with many, and failed. If one has always seen elves as less than human, it's hard to imagine them as something else.
Right. I don't care what others think.
A good attitude, though be careful not to take it too far.
Have there been many Darkspawn attacks?
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
Alright. Well, this is something we already know. Let's
Darkspawn
go
do
through
attack
the...
surface. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. Yes, perhaps it will be enough if we play our cards right. Yes.
Okay. Let's talk
Is
about
there
something
else I can do for you?
Yes, yes. I wanted to know... nothing else, actually. Thank you. Good info. Oh shit, here's Joan again.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
Were you following me?
Does it really matter? I need
Yes.
to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Can this wait?
No. Please, I need you to listen. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
Alright, you better not be wasting my time.
Won't take long, I promise.
You're just an apprentice after all, and I am a mage. No. No. I'm joking. But he is definitely an annoying
We
character.
should be safe here.
Okay. In the chapel. You realize that there's a priest standing right there.
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate.
Joan, what's going on?
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
My condolences, Lily.
Very funny.
So what's this about?
Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
It sounds terrible.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
Okay. Why would they do this to you?
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone.
And are they right about that?
Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need
What?
your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
Can't you just explain this to someone?
If we tell anyone, Lily will be punished. If you care about what happens to me, help us.
I need to think this over.
I suppose that's fair. But please, give us your answers soon. Time is running out.
For fuck's sake. They can't seriously mean to, like, get me involved in their bullshit. Jesus Christ. Let's, speak with Irving. There is a pile of books here.
It will be done.
Well, blood magic. The Forbidden School. Oh. Let's read about that, shall we? Okay, so Jowan is supposed to be some sort of blood mage? Let's read about that. As a foul and corrupt are you who have taken my gift and turned it against my children. Transfigurations, 1810. The Ancient Inventors did not originally consider blood magic a school of its own. Rather, they saw it as a means to achieve greater power in any school of magic. The name, of course, refers to the fact that magic of this type uses life, specifically in the form of blood instead of mana. It was a common practice at one time for a magister to keep a number of slaves on hand so that he could undertake the workings of a spell that was physically beyond his abilities, and he could use the blood of his slaves in order to bolster the casting. Oof. Over time, however, the Imperium discovered types of spells that could only be worked by blood. Although lyrium will allow a mage to send his conscious mind into the Fade, blood would allow him to find the sleeping minds of others, view their dreams, and even influence or dominate their thoughts. Just as treacherous, blood magic allows the veil to be opened completely, so that demons may physically pass through it into our world. The rise of the Chant of Light and the subsequent fall of the Old Imperium has led to blood magic being all but stamped out, as it should be, for it poses nearly as great a danger to those who would practice it as it does to the world at large. I say. See, anything else we want to know here? Spirits and demons, the tranquil, the founding of the Chantry, the Maker, history of the Sickle. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, let's talk to Irving.
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters?
Yes, of course.
I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable man.
We spoke a little.
I'm glad you did. He must have told you about the Grey Wardens. We can learn much from them. Now, did you need something?
Why do you have books on blood magic on your desk?
I've removed them from the library. I was advised it might be unwise to leave them where any apprentice may read them. They will be put away somewhere very safe. Now, is there anything else?
Do I talk to this guy? Can I trust him? He is the first enchanter. He can't be... I mean, his job is to stand up to Gregor, right? So when is Jowan going through the harrowing?
When he is ready.
Jowan is ready now.
I'm sure you think so, but it's not your place to decide. Why do you ask?
Right. I just find it odd that Jowan hasn't been tested yet.
Very well. I am here should you wish to discuss anything.
Sneaky bastard. He dodged that bullet. If I press him further, he's gonna think something's up. Okay, alright. Listen. Jowan has been a friend. An annoying friend, but it's like... I'm gonna say that they grew up in the tower together, kind of. And even though Jowan is sort of a baby, and very annoying, I think that, we may just have to help him. I mean, we do sort of owe it to him, don't we? Right? I mean, right? The Acolyte staff is actually better than the magic staff. Because, yeah, magic gives you 1 spell power, right? They all have the same stats, except for that the magic staff gives you +1 magic, versus the Acolyte's Iron Staffs give you +2 spell power. So the Acolyte staff is actually more efficient. I think that Thurl kind of feels responsible for him. Like he's a lost little puppy, right? I mean, look at him.
Are you going to help us?
I need to talk to you about something, Jowan.
Really? What?
A rumor about you being a blood mage isn't true, is it? Are you sure they're gonna make you tranquil?
Lily wouldn't jest about something like this.
I saw it plain as day. There was no mistake. And Gregor believes he does the Maker's work, keeping the mages in check.
The rumor about you being a blood mage isn't true, right?
Of course not. I never used blood magic. I've been sneaking around to meet Lily in secret. Maybe others have seen me and assumed I must be doing something forbidden. I suppose we are, but they think it's blood magic, and it isn't.
I see. Then just tell them the truth.
I've thought about it, but it will only make things worse. Lily will be punished. I can't do that to her. Maybe if it were just Irving, he'd spare me. But he has to keep the peace between the Circle and the Chantry. If he stirs up too much trouble, they might replace him. They could wipe out the entire Circle if they wanted. The Chantry abhors blood magic. That's why they're willing to pay attention to this stupid rumor. So, have you decided?
Okay. Okay, you have my word. I will help.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
So what do you... This had better be a good plan.
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
What if it's a magical door?
We have no choice. We cannot get our hands on both keys. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
Alright. I will go to the stockroom and retrieve this rod
We
then.
should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
I'll be back soon.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
God damn it. I'm doing this against my better judgment. Speak with, oh. Hello, Owain.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
I need a rod of fire.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
Why do you need to know?
It is procedure.
I don't probably should not ask that. What can the rods be used for?
Some mages require them for their research. Others merely want to light fireplaces.
Yeah, I anticipate having to light a fireplace.
I will set down that you require the rod to deal with a personal matter. Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
Sure, can't you just give it to me now?
It is procedure. I need a senior mage's authorization to release an item. Thank you.
For fuck's sake. Goddamn robot. Okay, let's talk to Leora then.
Yes?
Who are you?
Senior Enchanter, Leora, in charge of the Circle's laboratory. Is there something you want?
What's that door over there?
That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon.
Oh.
But of course, you know this.
Yeah, I knew that. You don't happen to, have rods of fire in there, right?
No, that's something the Tranquil deal in. This storeroom is for raw magical materials and alchemical substances. Lyrium, basilisk, blood, and so on.
I see. Can I look inside the cavern?
No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
Why not?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe.
Keep safe? Aren't the Circle stores meant to be used?
Yes, but I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
So why are you out here and not in there?
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to Senior Enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
Do you need any help?
I could use some, I'm sure. I've been too busy with my new duties. I haven't been able to deal with the spiders. If you clear them out for me, I would owe you a favor. A big one.
What about signing this form?
You need a rod of fire. Interesting. Well, your proposal sounds fair. Clear out the storerooms and I will sign your form.
Awesome. I'll get right on it.
Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
I'll be careful. I'll be real careful. Oh yeah. Right. So we got an item, which is the key to this door. But we're about half an hour into this. So we'll take a bit of a break. And next time we'll be back. And we'll go through the caves. And kick some spider ass and whatnot. So yeah, see you then. So long.